Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you a brand new series. Welcome to Kingdomcraft, and I am joined by Rendog, the other member of Team Noob, who's gonna show me around this awesome new server.
Hey Welsknight, welcome to the Kingdomcraft server, man. And yeah, we had a good time in that UHC.
We did amazingly well until the ninja zombie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some revenge, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, vengeance will be ours.
Well, I want to say a massive welcome to you and your viewers to the Kingdomcraft server. We are so pleased to have you with us. And as is tradition in Kingdomcraft, we are a bunch of really nice guys. I got some gifts for you, man. I got some gifts for you.
Excellent.
To welcome you. Have this shiny diamond sword.
Ooh, the teal sword of destiny.
Yes. And I didn't have enough diamonds to make you a shovel. Sorry about that.
That's okay. The shovel
have
is...
this diamond pick.
The pick is needed. The shovel I can live without. I have an iron shovel, so...
And a diamond breastplate for your pleasure.
Excellent.
And as I am the person on this server who feeds everyone, I thought it only appropriate that I give you a stack of chickens.
Ah, very helpful.
And lastly but not leastly, the ender pearls of goodness.
Ooh, ender pearls. Now I can teleport around and probably manage to kill myself in the process.
Yes, but
Yay!
there you go, dude.
Woo!
Yeah, you should be set now for some awesome times on Kingdomcraft. We're a little bit poor at the moment because I recently died and lost all my stuff, and Python recently died and lost a whole bunch of stuff too.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But
Dark
anyway,
times.
let's go on a tour of this awesome server. This is Spawn that you see around here. This is where it all began.
Okay.
And there is a little hovel down here, a little cave.
The Cave Kingdom?
Well, it's kind of like where the initial strip mine started.
Okay.
And the initial nether portal and whatnot. So there's strip mines down there. There's a little farm in here and some chickens and some cows and some wheat and some carrots and whatnot. But now that we've developed a couple of the kingdoms quite well so far, so we don't really come back here anymore. But yeah, in case, you need to come and get some food.
Excellent.
It's all back here. Now, the real goodness on the server is in this direction, my friend.
All right, I will follow you. And while we're doing this, would you like to explain to my viewers how Kingdomcraft works?
Yes, so Kingdomcraft is a multiplayer server. It's a little bit different to your average multiplayer server. You know, a lot of Minecraft servers, everybody joins, then everybody rushes off to some corner of the map and does their own thing, and they hardly ever see each other or, interact or anything like that. On this server, it is the complete opposite. We share absolutely everything in the server except one ender chest worth of stuff. So you can make yourself an ender chest, and you can keep that ender chest for yourself, and that's where you can keep all your own loot. But everything else is shared. If you see a diamond weapon or some awesome loot somewhere, you're more than welcome to take it and use it. And yeah, it's a collaborative server about helping each other. And what we are trying to do here on Kingdomcraft is create kingdoms, which is the most awesome thing. And the kingdoms are voted for by the viewers. Let's just hop off here because this is the first stop in our tour is right here. And the way that the server works is that our viewers vote which kingdom they would like us to craft, and then we all work together to craft the kingdom.
Excellent.
And the lore of the kingdom is also submitted by the viewers, and we post the lore in the library of Kingdomcraft here, which I'm going to be showing you guys in a moment.
That's very cool.
You see before you are the fields of gold.
Ooh.
Where gladiators once roamed the land. And there's a farmhouse there that you see in the distance that was run over by the undead, and the farmer and his wife were brutally undeadified.
Ninja zombies.
Yes, and all that's remained is this golden field. Now, basically, this field is not for food. It's just aesthetic purposes, really. But I wanted to show this to you because this gives you a good flavor of what Kingdomcraft is all about. We're all about making this world as beautiful as we can, even if it's a inverted commas pointless build. When you're traveling back and forth across this railway line, we wanted to give you something amazing to look at. So
very cool.
That's what this field of gold is all about, man.
All right. Onwards.
Let's continue on our tour.
Oh, is it this way?
Derp.
Are we going the wrong way?
Yep.
Come
Team
back,
Noob
cart.
strikes again.
Absolutely. The noobiest noobs that ever did noob.
Dang it.
There we go.
All right, there we go. We're back on track.
I'll give you a. Oh, I can't push you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that was very kind.
I was gonna try. All right.
Thank you very much. So yes, that is Kingdomcraft in a nutshell. It's collaborative. We share everything and we build kingdoms together.
And 100% vanilla, right?
100% survival, 100% vanilla, no questions asked.
Very cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can already tell. Oh, look at that view. Oh,
Destination 2.
Hey, come back, Cart. I got it. We're good.
This is another, just another stop on our tour that I wanted to show you where we've created just something beautiful for the sake of beauty, right? There's absolutely no reason to this little section of the railway line, but it's kind of like a little beautiful area where on the left-hand peripheral you have these ancient ruins sort of sinking into the marshland over there. On the right-hand side you have this awesome mushroom and a little pond with this nice little bridge. And yeah, just something nice for the eyeballs to look at before we head up into the very first kingdom on the server, the Mountain Kingdom.
Away we go.
And there in the distance, I think you can probably see is the Library of Kingdomcraft here, which is one of the major builds on the server, which we're going to be having a look at pretty shortly, if we ever get ourselves into the kingdom.
I'm very excited. I believe that we have the ability to enter the kingdom. We may have to sneak in.
We may have to.
We like ghosts in the night. Ooh.
Nicely done, like a pro.
Like a boss.
All right, my friend. Welcome to the very first kingdom. This was voted by the viewers for us to make. This is called the Mountain Kingdom. Literally started as just a blank canvas, really. It was just an open basin over here, surrounded by these mountains that you see around you. And over the last few months or so, before you has sprouted a kingdom of awesomeness.
Absolutely beautiful. Some of these towers are fantastic. Ooh, and I see I'm assuming that's a cathedral of some sort over there. And then this is the library up here, right?
Yeah, so why don't we start up there, because it's probably all of the Kingdom Crafters' favorite build so far in the kingdom.
Look at that view. Man.
Oh man, it is quite something, I must say. It has come along a long way. But it's looking amazing.
Very excited to start building and get my own little spice and flavor added into the mix.
Yep, and this library was a 100% collaborative build. All of us built it at exactly the same time. Took us about 3 hours to do, and we all put it up. So we're extremely proud of this build. Of course, the other Kingdom Crafters are Python GB, Cubfan135, Iskull85, Krillic, Bevo LJ, and Stress Monster 101.
Very cool.
Yeah, links in the description box below to everybody's channels, man, for those of you guys who want to go check it out. Now, there is a little secret to this kingdom, which you experienced in the UHC video.
I did indeed.
And there is, in fact, a crypt down here where we lay our remains when we die on the server. Now, there's only one way to get in here, and that is for these two buttons to be pressed at the same time. The red work was done by Cubfan. Quite genius, really. I think we might be able to get in there. You want to try?
I think we're good. We can always explore that later. I mean,
all right.
Cool. What percentage of those remains do you think are yours?
I would...
You don't have to answer that if you don't feel so inclined.
I would say about 75%.
75%?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Team Noob strikes again.
Yeah. All right, so let's come down here. You can actually see a river that flows through this kingdom. This is an artificial river that we created. So we don't only create buildings and structures on the server, we also work on terraforming and creating natural beauty. If you look into the bottom of this waterfall, you might spot some bling-blanging down there, which I think is quite beautiful. Quite a nice little touch. And I often come here for a shower because, oh man, so refreshing.
Very nice.
All right, let's carry on down this road, shall we? And I suppose this is the first road of the Mountain Kingdom. To the right-hand side, we have a banner workshop that was created by Iskull.
Okay.
And in here, you've got all of your inks and dyes and whatnot, and this is where you can create all of your banners and stuff. Nice little cool structure dedicated to banner creation, I think. Very cool.
Yeah, very, very handy. So most of the buildings then in Kingdomcraft are dual purpose or at least at this point, in that they have a function, but they also have form as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what we're trying to do on this server. We want to make beautiful things, but we want to make it useful too. So this is Python's tool mound, where we try and keep all of the relevant tools in Minecraft.
Okay.
So if you ever need a tool, that's where you go, to the mound.
Excellent.
And if we go over the little babbling brook over here, we can get into the town center, shall we say? Warning: there's a lava pool in the middle here. And
a dragon egg. You guys already killed the ender dragon?
Yeah, we did that. And this lava pool basically sucks ender pearls towards it. So I would recommend not ender pearling around this area.
Interesting.
Because it's going to be...
What foul magic is that?
So this is just like a little storage hut that we got going over here. We've got a nice little farmland going on over here if you need some steak and some chickens and whatever.
Okay.
Now, there is a secret entrance into a very cool part of the Mountain Kingdom. And
I see.
Yeah, if you go down here, you will pop up in what's known as the Black Market.
Ooh, this is really cool.
Yeah, so this is where you can come and do all of your brewing, and this is where we keep stuff like, kind of like if you think of like black market goods, right? Like, magma cream and zombie flesh and all of that sort of stuff you wouldn't see on a high street market, So, and this here is a caravan emporium. If you look closely, these are 3 caravans that have positioned themselves here and created kind of like an emporium in the Mountain Kingdom where you can come and pick up some interesting wares, shall we say.
That is extremely impressive.
Very cool. And it's come from a far land. These wares have come from far and wide.
I very much like it. All right, what's next? All
right, so next up, if we come to the left-hand side over here, we've got a little stable, just a humble little stable in there. And it looks like we've got tons of horses in there now too, which is awesome.
Good.
And of course, this is the main entrance into the Mountain Kingdom. And there in the distance is the bacon mine. Incoming! We're under siege! Over there is the bacon mine, which has an auto delivery system. So if you go to the bottom of that beacon over there, you'll be able to mine out really quickly because it's got haste and all that jazz.
Okay.
And if you stick the items you mine into a mine cart, it'll be automatically delivered into the Mountain Kingdom and sorted also.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. So we're going to have a look at that in a second. All right, let's continue down the main road of the Mountain Kingdom. And right over here, we have a little archery range. And this is where we're going to be having the Kingdomcraft Olympics.
Ooh, Olympics. We'll have to talk more about that later when the time comes.
Exactly.
I think in the interest of time, we should probably move on to the Swamp Kingdom.
Okay.
We'll just do kind of an overview here, and a lot of this lore and these builds and stuff we'll look at in more detail as the series progresses. So we want to keep a couple surprises for...
I like it.
A couple surprises. I don't want to give everything away right away.
I'm feeling okay. So there's one more important building for you to look at. I think Wells before. Bleh. Just cut that one.
The Englishes.
Wells. Well, there's one more little building that I want to show you before we go to the Swamp Kingdom. That is the blacksmith, and this is a pretty important building. This is where you can do all your smelting, and this is where we keep all of our diamonds and stuff like that. So
okay, yeah, this would definitely be an important building. I can see that. Okay.
All right, so let's make our way to the Swamp Kingdom. Now, the Swamp Kingdom was voted as the second kingdom by the viewers for us to craft, which is why we are now slowly migrating there. We are still working in the Mountain Kingdom, and if you want to build a house there or build something there, of course, you can. It's not like the Mountain Kingdom is finished, because it most certainly isn't. But over here is the Swamp Kingdom, so you can see it's a giant swampland. We haven't done too much work on it just yet. We do have a railway line that's leading to what is slowly becoming like a harbor station.
Okay.
And the idea of the Swamp Kingdom is that it is going to be boat transport only, which is, an interesting concept. And it's going to be quite challenging to make, I think. And we don't have much going on in the Swamp Kingdom right now. We have a vine farm that you can sort of see glowing over there. And there's a witch hut too that I believe some of our Kingdomcraft fellows are going to create a witch farm out of. So that's what's happening, man. And this is where we're at right now in Kingdomcraft, man. We are migrating into the swamps.
And this will be very exciting. I've got all sorts of cool ideas for a swamp village. And, oh, man, I've got a couple I've got a couple wonderful plans already. Just looking at this terrain and looking at, this is going to be awesome. It will be awesome indeed.
And you know what, Wells? There's actually one more thing that we need to show you, and if we can actually end a pearl there, it might be the quickest way.
Sure.
And it's something that I probably should have mentioned at the beginning of this server tour, but we follow block palettes quite strictly. So let me quickly show you what I mean by that. So essentially what we're doing is we're restricting ourselves to using certain block types.
Quick question. Where did you ender pearl to?
Oh, so I ender pearl toward the witch hut.
Okay.
If you can see that, yeah.
I can.
There we go. I can see your ender pearls flying. Bloop. Oh, hello.
Hello.
All right. So what we do is we try and stick to these restricted block palettes, and essentially, it forces us to be more creative and find better ways to use materials. Mm-hmm. And of course, it also ensures that the kingdoms have a consistency to them. From a aesthetic perspective.
Of course.
And here is the block palette for the Swamp Kingdom. It's pretty plain. We've got some dirt, we've got some vines, we've got some mossy cobblestone, spruce wood, dark oak wood planks, oak wood planks.
Very nice.
Those are the blocks that we're going to be sticking to in this kingdom. So
yeah, and that should work out quite well, I think.
Yeah, man, it's going to be beautiful.
Indeed. All right. Well, I think this is a great place then to go ahead and wrap up the episode. So guys, if you have suggestions as to what I should dig in, what kingdom I should start working on, what build I should start on first, put those in the comments below, of course. And that's pretty much going to do it for this one. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. Rendog, thank you so much for the grand tour. I do appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure, my friend. Good to have you, man.
Pleasure to be here. And I think that's it, guys. So other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.